Oh my god. Staples actually sells staples.
Sorry. Never going to get over that one.
Why'd you cut it off?
That's as long as, unfortunately, that's as long as it goes. If I could pause it, I'd just sit here all day.
And just nice. By the way, I want to answer a question real quick.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Yep.
Does she sell propane? Yes, there is a propane tank for sale right now, only $5.
I don't need that anymore.
Why not?
Because I now have a tank full of propane to run my grill outside.
Nice.
I would like to say thank you to Rick. Some people may see Rick commenting here on the show every now and then.
Sure.
Rick, good guy. And he messaged me the other day, and he's like, hey, man, I got extra tanks. He's like, I got extra tanks for a barbecue, whatever. He's like, I have some extras.
All right.
He's like, do you want one? I said, dude, I don't really like doing that kind of thing, but
sure.
And I thought it was really cool, the guy, really nice, the guy. And then I found out the poor guy was coming all the way from Geauga County to meet me to give me this propane tank.
Right.
And I felt horrible but apparently he had to come over for some other reason. And so we met at the Giant Eagle in Broadview Heights.
Okay.
It's like right on 77 and 82, right by the highway.
Sure.
And unfortunately, I don't think Rick is listening today because Rick had to go back to second shift, so he's going to be listening to the show later at night.
Tonight. Yeah, he's listening tonight.
From now on, he'll listen at night. But
That's right.
I thought it was really cool of him, and so I said, okay, fine. I need a tank. That's fine. Haven't been able to find one. So I met him at this triangle. So I've recognized his truck from what he told me in the back of the lot. So I pulled over by the back of the lot. He was not in the truck. And so I'm just kind of sitting there waiting. And all of a sudden, I hear yelling. Then I hear, F you, F this, F that, get out your effing car, I'm going to kick your effing ass.
Oh, no.
And then I hear somebody else yelling back, and it's going back and forth, it's getting louder. I'm like, there's no doubt in my mind, this is Rick. And I see this.
So you didn't know Rick going into this?
I did not.
Okay.
I looked at his Facebook. Couldn't even find like a picture of what he looked like because he didn't have it. It was just a bunch of memes and stuff. And
sure,
he's a good guy, and he's got a lot of political views that I agree with. But all I hear is this loud "F you," I'm gonna kick your ass. You almost ran me over. F this, and like staring. And I see this big, huge dude got a bandana on and everything, just walking towards me. And I see this SUV with this youth of America inside the car, and they're just screaming at each other. And I thought, that's it. I'm going to get shot.
Nice.
Or I'm going to get in the middle of this fight that's going to happen. But luckily, everything ended up being cool. And the youth of America went his own way, thank God. And Rick showed up, and it was like the coolest thing because not only did he give me the propane tank.
Sure.
But he goes, you ever heard of Build-A-Bear? I said, yeah. He's like, this is Build-A-Burger. And he hands me literally a bag full of groceries.
Wow.
With everything from cheese to onions to meat to buns to everything you could possibly need for a burger he gave me.
There you go. So did you build a burger?
I'm going to this week. I have not yet had the time with the new gig and then family stuff. But I couldn't. I couldn't be thankful enough to him for doing all that. He certainly did not have to do all that.
No, that's very nice.
I get a little weird about. I don't like taking stuff.
Sure,
it's just not my style. But I thought it was super, super cool what he did, and so thanks, Rick.
Absolutely. Well, once we get some things rolling and we get we get out and about and do stuff, we'll make sure that we VIP Rick does something that we go out.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Vote yes on issue 1 again. Yeah.
Right, explain issue 1.
I can't. That's the problem.
I'm clueless. I don't even know what it is.
Issue 1, in a nutshell, I can't even explain it in a nutshell. I don't want to say something and have it sound completely stupid. Jim wants to come on, I sent you the link, Jim. You can come on and tell people about the issue 1 if you want to come on. Please do. But it definitely has to do. I mean, it has to do with something with abortion rights. If the left gets what they want, it basically will change to so the left can have abortion up to like the date of birth. But it has a whole lot of other things to do with the Constitution of the state of Ohio. So you can try to read it. It's
I'm
very
looking at it right now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
There's a lot of words here to read.
Yeah, I need to do my own research on it. I just haven't had the time to do it. I just know to vote yes on issue 1. Unlike all the signs you see.
Good God. Who's going to read all that shit?
Yeah. I mean,
here we go. Vote yes on issue 1. A yes vote on issue 1 protects our Constitution from deep-pocketed out-of-state interests.
that it does.
By passing issue 1, the people will ensure constitutional changes are widely accepted and declare that Ohio's Constitution is not for sale. Currently, special interests target Ohio, seeking to inject their own personal views and objectives into our state's most sacred document. Why? Because Ohio is one of the few states that allow these interests to directly enshrine their social preferences and corporate motives into the Constitution at the same threshold as everyday laws. So voting yes keeps special interest out? Is that what we're saying here?
Again, that's kind of what I get. I mean, I know, again, from everything that I've heard, that it does have a lot to do with special interest, pumping a lot of money into Ohio to try to change the Constitution.
All right, here we go. Let's see. Issue 1 ends majority rule. So this is if you vote no. It means just 40% of voters can block any issue, putting 40% voters in charge of decision-making for the majority. Yeah, that sounds shitty. Issue 1 shreds our Constitution. It would permanently undo constitutional protections that have been in place for over 100 years to check politicians' power at the ballot box. And 3, issue 1 takes away our freedom. It would destroy citizen-driven ballot initiatives as we know them, guaranteed that only wealthy special interests could advance changes to our Constitution. Yeah, that's got to be voted down. So why do people want to vote no on this?
I don't know. I mean, I want to vote yes on it. Is what I'm figuring out. But
that's what it sounds like. Is according to this document, I don't even know how official this is.
It's very confusing. I'm telling you.
This is from Frank LaRose, Secretary of State.
Yes.
But what's his agenda?
Oh.
I mean, dude, this is what I hate about government in general now. Even when you see, now this looks very official, right? This looks like an official document. But who the hell knows? Who knows if this isn't all written from the agenda of Frank LaRose versus if any of this is even true. And I don't know anything about Frank LaRose. Do you? Never even heard of him.
I've met him a couple of times.
Have you? Is he legit? I mean, is he?
Yeah, he's legit. Yeah. Issue 1 wants to change the law to require 60% vote to change the Ohio Constitution from the 50-50 plus 1.
And that's bad or good?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Because to me, that sounds better. That sounds to me like you got to have more than a majority in order to make a change. I like that. I like that the politicians would have to buy off more people, not less.
I wish Jim would quit sending messages and just call in.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, you have to send this link, though, because I don't have the call link set.
I sent him the link. He has the link.
All right. Yeah, because I'm not going to pretend I fully understand this. I don't.
I know that I'm supposed to vote yes.
When is this election?
August, I believe.
Okay.
August 8th.
Yeah, it doesn't say on this page. I wish it should say that right at the top. Date of vote. Whatever. All right, well, there you go. Vote yes, I guess.
Look, I'm I don't consider myself a stupid person, but even listening to the radio the other day, I was sitting there trying to follow along with what's going on, and everybody that I was listening to was even confused as to what this whole thing is.
Yeah, I don't get it.
And
I don't know.
there's certain newspapers and publications that are saying yes, and they're spinning it. So I mean, it's ridiculous. I don't know.
Well, here's the link if anybody wants to take a screenshot and try and copy that long ass link. But there it is. If you want to figure this out, there it is. So,
August 8th.
August 8th. All right. So, all right. Well, I'm going to definitely read this thing all the way through because I know nothing about it. And as a voter, I probably should, but I just don't. Dude, am I the only one that now when they start talking about election shit, you just like, just turn it off? What else is on?
I always get confused with the issues because every sign says something different.
Yeah, but you don't vote based on signs.
No, but you don't know who's voting for what anymore. You vote yes on issue 1, vote no on issue 1, vote maybe on issue 1. I don't know what the hell to do.
Yeah,
and I'm not going to sit here and read 18 pages of some document and try to tell me what issue 1's all about. And even if I did, I'm not going to know what it means.
Yeah.
Ohio would not have casinos with this crazy issue. Ohio barely had 55% to pass. Back in the 50s, Ohio had a close election to keep governors at 2 terms.
So Mark is saying vote no.
I think Mark is saying vote yes.
Well, he said they wouldn't have this with this crazy issue. So would you vote no to get rid of the crazy issue?
Mark, what would you vote?
Yeah, Mark. Neither of us have a clue. Boy, you talk about, here you go, people. This is a political show. Talking out our ass. We don't have any idea what to tell you here.
I know a lot about a lot of stuff, man, but I know very little about this.
Yeah, I know nothing.
Mark says vote no, but I've heard every Republican I've met say vote yes.
Yeah, all right. So I don't know. I really I have no idea. All right, we're gonna have to. We're down. If it's not Jim today, we got to get us an expert.
We'll get somebody on. I know a couple of people that know a lot about issue 1, and I wasn't prepared to.
Why don't we get Mayor Bibb on? He can tell us, and then we can do the opposite.
Yeah, whatever he says to do is the exact opposite would be correct. Yes.
Well, everybody would vote no if there weren't so many guns on the street.
A no vote opens up restrictions on Ohio gun laws.
A no vote opens up restrictions to gun laws?
Yes. No, it simply means if passed, you need a 60% vote of the people to amend the Ohio Constitution, not a simple 50% plus 1. Laws can still be enacted by the legislature on ballot initiative.
But wouldn't you want it to be more? I don't understand why you would want it to be less to enact or to amend the Constitution. I would think you want it to be 90%.
Right. So, I mean, if passed, you need a 60% vote of the people. I would say then that's something I'm going to vote for.
Yeah. I would think that if they could make it that you need 99% to change the Constitution, that's what I want. I don't want them changing the Constitution for anything. Is there any law that you look at now and you're like, man, they need to change that?
Any law that I would change?
Yeah, that's on the books right now.
Murder? No, I don't. I don't know. I mean, I don't understand how you can go fight for your country and then you have at 18 they have to be 21 to drink a beer. I mean, I don't know what 3 years difference really makes in doing something like that. I even might say you should be older to drive a car because some of these kids are fucking dumb.
We were.
I
know. And to be honest, I was also drinking well before that 21. That was the worst crime. Dude, I went to Korea. I was 18 in 2 months.
Yeah.
I was there 2 years. I came back. And over there, you were allowed to drink. Over there, you were just legal. You know, I don't know that. I think a 5-year-old could drink over there. I never saw anybody not drinking. I got back here to the States, and I wasn't legal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, Want to talk about getting in trouble? Holy cow, did I get in a lot of trouble for underage drinking.
Scott just says stop and play the dick thing.
Oh my god. Staples actually sells staples.
Point. Now she's running toward voting for issue 1.
She is voting for issue 1. Yes. And I support whatever she's voting for.
Or at least it looks like a 1 when it's standing up.
And I'm assuming that that's a she.
Yeah, it might be a they, them. Did you ask?
Sometimes you vote yes and it really means no, or vice versa. I hate voting like this, so confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to get somebody on to talk about this.
We will. I have a couple of friends on Facebook that are very knowledgeable.
Okay.
And they will hopefully call in.
All right, good.